Hello everybody! So welcome to a new video. We are back in Oxford now and kind of getting back into a more just typical day-to-day routine here. Eloise and I got back from Italy on... our travel was not the best. Actually, not too many things went wrong on the way home, but I think it was just kind of too bad that it worked out. Eloise had thought that the birthday party was on Thursday, but it was on Friday. So it just kind of wound up feeling like we were like constantly traveling for 2 days because we left Venice very early, or not like very early, but like we left early in the morning, Friday morning to get to Parma. So I think our train was at like 8 a.m. And it was like 3 or 4 hours to get there. Then we're in Parma. We were at the party till like 2 in the morning. We got back to Eloise's friend's place, but we had to get up at like 7 to get our train back to Venice. So we went to the train station. Our train was cancelled, so we had to get a different train. Got on that one. I don't know if our next one was delayed a little bit or not, but we wound up having to like wait another hour at the train station for our new train. Got on that train. We had to get a connection, which was on time. Yeah, it was. And then we made it back to Venice. We were like, it was another like, of the actual travel time, it was probably another 3 or 4 hours plus like waiting at the train station. So it was just a lot. We did get back like early afternoon, but we were exhausted because it was 2 days of like not much sleep and just a lot of traveling. And then that evening we were flying home, so we didn't have that much time left in Venice. So if you watch the last video, you'll see we just kind of like did a final walk around, had lunch, and yeah, did a little tour thing. But I'm so happy that I got to go. Very thankful to Eloise for inviting me along with her and letting me stay. So yeah, it was a really great time. I'm really glad that I got to do something like that. It was very, very cool. But yeah, now I'm back in Oxford. I took a couple days to recover, and I've also been like, as you might tell from my room, I did a whole bunch of laundry because I had a bunch from the trip. And getting things sorted here, and also continuing to work on my dissertation, which is what is going to be my life for the next couple of weeks as we approach the deadline. But I'm really enjoying working on it. It's been really fun. I also always like telling people about it because I'm like, I'm writing my dissertation on Fourth Wing and A Court of Thorns and Roses, which sounds somewhat unserious, but it's serious, okay? It's legitimate. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying the project, which is, of course, really good. That's what you want. But yeah, I'm having fun with it, so I'm gonna continue plugging away at that over the next little while. But yeah, I'll show you my souvenirs. So my sister texted me, she was like, those glasses that you got were insane. So I got the sunglasses, which was my like fancier souvenir, and then I just got like a couple of the cheap things because I do the snow globes. I've increased my collection fairly well since being at Oxford, though I do not have an Oxford snow globe yet, so I'll have to get one of those. But I just got a little Venice one. It's shaped like a gondola, and then it has, this is the tower, and then I don't know if the other part is supposed to be the basilica or what, and there's also a mini gondola on the inside. And then my friend Anika had been in Vienna at the same time as us, and she actually brought me back a snow globe as well. So this is my one from Vienna, it just says Austria, I think. Oh no, it says Vienna too. And I think she said the building inside is the cathedral. But yeah, I like this guy absolutely shredding on the violin, if it will focus. There we go, yeah. It's very cute, so thank you to Anika if she is watching this. I really love it. And then I'll show you the couple postcards that I got. My board is really coming together now. I'm gonna try to avoid showing you my desk because it's a bit of a mess. I just have some papers all over it. But, oh yeah, these are photos from the ball, from our photo booth. And then I also got a couple postcards of Oxford. So this is of Broad Street. This building here is the Sheldonian Theatre with all the like heads on the outside. And then I also got this one of Port Meadow, which I mostly just got because it has horses on it. But yeah, so they were, yeah, I walked into a charity shop with Eloise one day and they had a bunch of Oxford postcards for like 5 cents, so I just got a couple. But this is the one that Anika got me of Vienna, so thank you to her again. And then this is the one that I got in Venice. So I love the flowers and everything. And I don't know if I showed this one. This is what I got in Positano with my sister. But yeah, that's my board. Today hasn't been too exciting. I've been doing some work here. I actually got to send in my top choices for my course next year for the options courses. So basically, it depends on your degree, but most degrees have like your core courses, the ones that are required, and then you get a couple of options. So like Eloise on her course calls them electives, but like I've never actually heard anybody else call them electives, so maybe that's just a math thing, because yeah, they're options, but they're not really electives. Like for mine, we do get to choose, but they really are almost more your core classes, because basically in Michaelmas term and then in Hillary term, so term 1 and term 2 next year, you'll get to take one class, and you'll take one from, so you get to pick two, one for each term, and they have to be from different faculties, because like for your dissertation you have to do at least 2 different disciplines. So I chose courses from, and the first term didn't really have any history options. I think it's just the way that the history degree runs. I think they maybe do their core classes that are like non-applicable or that like wouldn't work for our degree in the first term, so they only had the options courses for Hillary really. So I had to do history classes in Hillary, which meant that I chose English classes in Michaelmas term. We got to choose like our top 2, so we'll see what I wind up with, but yeah, they sound interesting. I'm excited for it. And then we also have to do a paleography class and a language class. So because I haven't really studied a language formally, so I wasn't gonna try to read like Old French or something. So from the options, I think it was for language, I picked Old English, and then for paleography, there was really a couple options that applied to me, because certain classes were through like the modern languages faculty and everything, which some of them sounded interesting, but there was maybe you needed to have a certain level of proficiency in a different language, which the only language I know is English, so those just wouldn't have worked. So I wound up choosing one that was just called like transcription, paleography, and codicology of something. So yeah, those should be good. I think they said, I'll have to double check my notes from the Q&A. I think like we have to do the language class, but we're not graded on it. We are graded on the paleography class though. So I think it will be still be quite cool to learn. And I've been exposed to Old English and Middle English through my coursework before, but I've never just like formally studied the language itself. So I think it will be quite interesting and quite good for my research and my work, obviously. But yeah, quite excited. And we also had to send in like a description of our dissertation, which we already did really for our proposal. So I was just kind of like rewording what I'd written in my proposal in like a shorter little paragraph. Just an explanation of what it's going to be so they can try to pair us with supervisors and if your topic had changed or anything. So basically mine was like looking at women's roles and how women act as, you know, claim agency and power within the chivalric world of Arthurian literature. So I think it will be quite cool. And I'd emailed to ask if it was okay, because it's something that I'd mentioned in my proposal, but I wanted to make sure and like see how much I could kind of go down that angle, because I'd mentioned, you know, wanting to kind of bring in sort of contemporary interpretations of those stories, to kind of point to like how contemporary people think of the medieval period and of medieval women, and how those literary traditions continue for modern audiences. So I emailed and asked if that was okay, and they were like, yeah, it should be fine as long as like the medieval literature is still the bulk of it, which it would be anyway. But yeah, so I'll probably explore some like contemporary, like there's a lot of contemporary YA books published recently that are based on the Arthurian legend, which is quite interesting that there's been so many published so recently, because I mean, obviously that's always been a thing, but like a lot of fantasies just like references the medieval period to be like, this happened in a past that sort of looks like what yours is, except there's also like magic and dragons more explicitly, although there is of course in medieval literature, but like, you know what I mean. So yeah, I think it should be quite interesting. I'm really excited for next year's course as well. And yeah, so now I'm going to take a break and go out and like get some groceries and do errands because I seem to have run out of everything simultaneously, like hand soap, face wash, dish soap, literally everything. So I have to go restock. But yeah, gonna go out and do that now and then probably come back and hopefully all of my things will be dry and I can put them away. Good morning, everybody. So it's the next day now. Yesterday really wasn't too exciting. I went out and did my errands. It was very crowded in the streets. I think it's just a bunch of tourists here for the summer, really. But I wasn't expecting it to be like that crazy on a Tuesday, but it was. Today is also not going to be super eventful, but I'm going to head out to the library for the morning. I think I might just go to Pembroke. I don't really feel like fighting the crowds to get to the rad cam, so yeah, that's kind of what's on my agenda for today. Continuing to work, plug away at my dissertation. That's what the next couple weeks are just gonna be. But yeah, gonna head out now and get some work done. So it's actually Friday right now, so I kind of didn't film anything yesterday because I really just worked from home all day and it wasn't too exciting. But today, or I guess I'll talk about the day before. I was working in, was I at home or was I at the library? I think I was at the library. Yeah, I worked at the library. Then I met Guy and Eloise for lunch. We were gonna go to the White Horse pub, but we went and they had like changed their menu, which like still looked fine, but it was mostly just sandwiches. And we were like, we feel like these are gonna be the type where it's like this much bread and like a single layer of the filling. And we were like, just not really feeling it. So we were gonna walk to the Gloucester Green Market, but on the way there we passed Subway and we were like, this seems like a good idea. So we got Subway. I went and got like we went into the covered market and got a coffee thing and that was fun. And then, yeah, came back here and worked for a bit and then went to Turf Tavern and had a drink there, which was quite nice. So, yeah, it was a good day. But, yeah, then yesterday I just worked at home and today I've been doing some stuff at home again, but I'm about to go meet my friend Tess for coffee at Love Coffee, so gonna catch up with her. And then I think I'm gonna work at maybe the rad cam, although it's supposed to be like 29 degrees today, and the Weston Library is air conditioned, so I might go there, we'll see. Hello everybody, so it's Sunday today. Didn't film anything yesterday because I was just working at home, but today I'm gonna head out to the library. It's gonna be a library day, also nothing too exciting. But yeah, I think I'm just going to make this like a 2-week dissertation writing vlog because otherwise this video is going to be very short up to this point. But yeah, I'm gonna head out. I think I'm gonna go to the rad cam. Last time I went it wasn't very busy because like everyone's gone, so I actually got a seat on the ground floor, which was nice, so hopefully I can do that again. Good morning everybody. Sorry if you can tell that my room's a bit of a mess. I've been trying to like mentally figure out packing because really it's only a couple weeks left before I head home, but I'm semi-dressed up today. Well, not really for me, but I've got puffy sleeves because this morning I sent in the draft. I've got a full draft of my dissertation, which is really exciting. It does need some major editing because I'm currently 1,500 words over the limit, but I've got like, yeah, I've got a couple weeks to cut it down, and I have a meeting with my supervisor tomorrow, so we'll talk about it then. And then after that we have one more meeting, which I think will be good because the last meeting is the 29th, so that's like close to my due date. But I think like it's a good amount of time between like this meeting and the last one for me to work on the edits, and then hopefully between that one, after that one, it might be like just kind of minor changes to anything. So I think it's been like a good system for me, the way that we worked out our supervision. So yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with it. There are parts that I'm like, you're irritating me. But overall, I really enjoyed the process of writing it, and now I'm editing and everything. So yeah, but because I was just kind of like writing like a madwoman for a couple days, I'm going to go take a bit of a break, emerge from my cave, and get some fresh air and also food. So that's where I'm off to now. I didn't realize this was out and that it was so long. Hello again, everybody. So I had a nice day. I went and I met up with Guy and Eloise at the Independent Cafe just for like a quick chat, and I had a sandwich there. That was my lunch. And then I just wandered around for a bit, and I went into some bookstores to have like my little reward break day from my like dissertation writing hole. So yeah, then I did a little bit more work this afternoon, some other stuff, and I'm getting ready like for my meeting tomorrow morning, which should be good. But yeah, tonight Eloise has made carrot cake. She's bragged all year about her carrot cake recipe, so you know, we'll be the judge of that. Guy is actually leaving the day after, which is very sad, but she did get a teaching job in France for next year, so she'll be back in Oxford for a few days in September, and then she's gonna go to France after, so she'll be closer, and then we have an excuse to, you know, go to France and visit her, maybe during one of the breaks, which would be cool. So hopefully our arrival times in the fall will overlap, and I'll get to see her again, but going to go down and have some carrot cake, and should be a good night. Good morning, everybody. So last night was very good. Eloise was not exaggerating her cake making skills, so the cheesecake was very good for Gaia's mini going away thing. But today is actually my birthday, so I'm 25 today, which is alarming, but I have a meeting with my supervisor this morning, so I'm just ready for that. And then I might go by a cafe and do a couple hours of work, and then go do something fun. I don't know what. I might just wander around. We'll see. But I have this, which Megan sent to me from back home. It's from Waterstones. We always get each other for our birthdays and Christmas. We always get each other a romance novel, and oftentimes we'll like give each other like, I want this kind of book, I want this. And Megan's very good at finding like hyper specific things. So I'm curious to see what this is, because she actually did not ask me what vibe I wanted. And for Christmas, we both said like, get something weird, and we both delivered on that. So I'm curious what this is gonna be. But I would like my restraint acknowledged, because I picked this up at my Pidge yesterday and didn't open it. Okay, it's called Love at First Book. Okay, so it's about a girl whose favorite author offers her a job in her bookstore, so she moves to Ireland on a whim. And then it sounds like it's, you know, kind of Emily's to lovers with the bookshop manager. So he's wearing a cable knit, looks like Chris Pratt in Knives Out. This looks very cute, very excited. Thank you, Megan. I might start it today, we'll see. And by the way, this is one of the Flossie by Freddie dresses that I got from the event that I got to go to a couple of weeks ago, right before we went to Venice, like the influencer, and I got a ticket and got to go see the new collection in person, and this is the white dress, and I love it. I took off the shoulder bows today. I thought about keeping them on, but I'm taking my backpack, so I thought bows and straps might be a lot, so I just put on the waist one, and I love how the fabric, like the bow, is quite stiff, so like it actually sticks out, it doesn't just like flop around. So yeah, I love the shape of it. It's like very flattering, and the neckline. Okay, really quickly, because I can't be late because my identity is being the first person down there, but I'm about to head out to dinner at the Alice for steak night with the 3 girls. So yeah, gonna go there, and then for drinks at Varsity Club, so having a good birthday so far. Everybody. So last night was really fun. We didn't stay out too late actually. We just had steak night at the Alice, which is really good. I feel like the steak was actually better this time than last time. I mean, it's the same like cut, it's very similar, but I feel like mine was just better this time, so that was nice. And then we went to Varsity Club for drinks at the rooftop, which was also really fun. I had a Mai Tai. And it was like the perfect weather for it, because all day yesterday we got like literally every variation of British weather. Yesterday it was kind of rainy in the morning. It was overcast and gray and sad when I went in for my meeting. When I came out, it was like sunshine, warm, and it was kind of hot all day. Came back home, and then when we went out, it was just like nice and moderate, which was good. But we were probably there only until like 10, and then came home, and Gaia had left quite early this morning, so that was very sad, but she didn't come back. She had an early morning, so me and Anika and Eloise, I think, watched some Kitchen Nightmares, because even Gaia more than me, but we both were like, love Gordon Ramsay. And I watched Hell's Kitchen we watched Hell's Kitchen all the time when I was younger. And then, yeah, every now and then just go down a Gordon Ramsay rabbit hole and watch a lot of the Kitchen Nightmares episodes that are on YouTube. So we did that. And then today I've also just been working at home, because I was supposed to get, I like arranged storage for next year. I was supposed to get boxes delivered. And because I'd arranged for pickup at my like building, that's where they got delivered. But they like didn't show up. I don't even think they like tried to come to the building. Don't really know why. So then I like contacted them. They were like, yeah, I don't know why this address doesn't work. And I was like, there isn't a receptionist here or anything. So could I like arrange for them to drop it at the post office tomorrow? So I'm gonna be like lugging boxes back here from the post office, which is not ideal, but I think that it's probably more guaranteed than trying to arrange pickup at the post office again, which is just kind of sucks, but it'll be fine. And it'll be good to like get stuff sorted. But yeah, and then I spent the day at home, and I've been doing some work here on my dissertation, getting it done. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go and meet Eloise at the pub for a drink. Hopefully we can get a seat. So yeah, that's my day.
How does it feel to be 25 now, Cass?
I'm just slowly decaying.
I can see that.
Didn't want to say anything, but it's really letting myself go.
Drinking new sorrows.
I posted on Instagram that I turned 25 and I'd like to apologize to Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm sure he'd still date you.
I think so. He made an exception for Gigi Hadid, so
Exactly.
I feel like he would make an exception.
Absolutely, I agree.
Because we're the same.
You're better.
Absolutely. Sorry. Hello, so it's the next day now. I've been working at home a bit, but I'm about to go meet Eloise for... I just hear music coming from the building. It's starting to rain, and I didn't bring my umbrella, which was dumb, but I'm gonna go meet Eloise for lunch at the Gloucester Green Market, so hopefully we will find some shelter. Hello everybody, don't look at my boxes. I'm figuring out my packing situation. I'm storing some boxes with, I just found a storage company here, so hopefully that'll work. I'm planning on keeping I feel like I'm keeping a lot of stuff here because there's no point hauling it back to then just haul it back here again in a couple of months. So that was kind of my strategy. But because either way, I'm gonna be paying for what do I buy an extra suitcase and take it home, or what are the options? So I'm doing that. Should all work fine. But yeah, so I got some stuff packed away, but I've been very bad at this the last couple of weeks because it's just dissertation crunch time, really. I'm my last week or so. I don't even know if it's a full week. It's definitely not. I've got, well, 1, 2, 3, not a full week, but I've got 5 days. So I'm just plugging away at it, really. That's all I've been doing the last few days, so it's nothing, I mean, it's exciting to be doing and to stuff, but it's not exciting to show because it's just this. It's like on Grey's Anatomy when they're doing brain surgery, and this is just brain surgery. And then they're like, oh no, a very unique complication has arisen, what do we do? And they just do that faster. That's my Grey's Anatomy impression. I think I might be overtired, but it's Sunday night, so I think I'm just going to end the video here. I have a meeting with my supervisor tomorrow morning, so hopefully this draft will be good, or that there won't be anything major to correct after this, because basically what I've been doing from we met beginning of last week as well, so what I've been kind of working on now is I got everything out, but now it's just streamlining it to make sure here's the main argument, we've got a through thing coming through, it's building up to it's telling a good story basically. So that's kind of what I've been just plugging away at. I will see you next week as I'm finishing my dissertation. Scary.